It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position and be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his sixth season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor, gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it will come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's got room. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chase Edmonds as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 28-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final 2nd ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Darius Phillips on the loose. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As we know on every team, head coach, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, we often forget about the special teams coordinator. They pay him too, and boy is he excited about what his team just did. A big-time return for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and it is 42-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, McKinnon. Room here to run. Gets past one man. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the 2nd half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To try again after the sack. Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Again, it's Williams. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic. And in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive with Williams. And some space here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson wants to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's interference. Defense.
They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Denver, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.